Hi everyone, it's Julie from Yummy and Kick-Ass Chicks, and welcome to the January 6th edition of This Week Next Week. First vlog of 2012. Happy New Year's, everyone. Now, to start with balloons. During the holidays, I should say, I didn't do any vlogs, just with timing and everything, it just wasn't going to happen. So, I don't know why, but I just decided that I wanted to practice doing a dragonfly with one balloon. And I made like 4 or 5, and there were 3 that I really liked, and I could not for the life of me decide which one I liked the best. So I tweeted to Christy from Smitten with Reading, because her daughter Kat is a super helper, and she helps me out, helps me decide which balloons are better. And my God, it's too bad I'm doing a vlog this week because I have 3 dragonflies, and I have no idea which one I like the best. So it's like, take pictures and email. Well, I did. Christy, believe it or not, I did. I got the daycare kids to hold the balloon in like the weird angles to show things, and they all had like a fake smile. I was like, why am I doing this? But then I never sent them. So I thought this week would be great. I'll just do it this week and do the 3 top ones. And then now when I look at them, it's pretty darn obvious which one is the best one. But I'm still going to double check with Kat to make sure that I got it right. But anyways, the first one is this guy here. He's okay. He's not bad. He got the eyes, the wings. He's got this kind of this whole thing here that I don't, I don't know where that's from. Anyway, that's the first one. And the second one, I don't know about this one either. I think I like the look of this at the time. It's kind of an intricate looking body. But the eyes are like fly eyes, which are a little strange. The wings are kind of not crooked. Anyway, he's fine, again, but yeah. Then there's this one. I just think it's super obvious. This is the cutest one. He's pretty sturdy, and there's just the top and the bottom. Very simple. Little eyes, and he's got a little back. So, what do you think, Kat? This is my favorite. Is this your favorite? Those are my balloons. Thanks. Reading! This week, I finally got around to reading Kelly Gay's books. Well, one. The first book in her Charlie... son of a gun, Madigan series. Anyways, The Better Part of Darkness, and it was really good. I was ready for it to end by the end of it because it is a real urban fantasy book. There's a few giggle lines and lighter-ish moments, but overall it's a gritty, heavy book. Fantastic. The world is really cool, and the characters are super well written. And I'm most likely going to be continuing with the series, because apparently they just keep getting better. There's 3 books out so far, but yeah. Ooh, okay. So that I'm posting the review for that one next Friday. Now I'm going to be interviewing Kelly Gay. She's going to Authors After Dark, and she's one of my spotlight feature authors. Not till in February. I could not squeeze the book or review around the time that she'll be here, so I decided to do it this month instead. And yeah, we're going to talk about releases in a bit. Now, next Tuesday, Stacey Kennedy is going to be offering up a little giveaway. I'm surprised when you see it on the post for her a book, Supernaturally Kissed, which I'm finally, I read it a while ago, really cute, and that's going to be reviewing on Tuesday. So that's what's coming up on the blog next week. And actually, we'll talk about it now. Speaking of on the blog, this week, Monday, my question was about Authors After Dark, AAD, and it's coming up in August. And A, it was asking who's going, and B, it was explaining what is going on Yummy and Kick-Ass Chicks when it comes to that. Because I've been selected as one of the official bloggers, so one of my jobs is to interview at least 30 of the authors. So how I decided to do it is post, I've mentioned this before, one interview every Wednesday, starting this week up until the 25th of July. That's the last one. So they started, finally, and Carolyn Crane was my first. So I'm very grateful because I even ran the questions by her and everything before, and the other authors don't have a choice now. You're stuck with whatever I came up with. But at the time, I was like, what do you think about that? And there's even a couple like, I don't think so. So, yeah, thanks, Carolyn, for your help with all that. But I'm really pleased with the questions, and I've already received a couple more of the interviews, and the answers are awesome. So I like to think it's because my questions are so awesome. But I think a lot of it is just the way that the author's putting their personal twist on it. Because the interviews are primarily about the author and not so much just about their latest work, I think that really puts a nice personal twist on it. And it's because the point of Authors After Dark, right, is to hang out with the authors and get to know them, and for them to get to know their readers. So I think it just gives everyone a little idea of what we're going to be learning at the conference. It's fun. So Carolyn posted this week, and she is offering up a signed copy of either Mind Games or Double Cross, and that ends on Sunday, the 8th. So you just have to leave a comment. You'll be entered for that. And next week, I have S.A. Price, Stella, the lady in charge of Authors After Dark, and she'll be my featured author next week. So, yeah, if you want to know what's going on, exactly the specifics, you can read up on Monday's question that I posted, and then the interviews on what's in there. Okay, yeah. Now, reading, well, now, sorry, I'm reading Katie Grant's, I just flicked my hair, that was annoying, Xavier's Loving Arms. Now, we met Xavier in the book that Katie wrote about Molly, and he was very smooth, man. There's no better word for it, but not like a slimy, creepy smooth, like a good one. So I was looking forward to reading his book, and I'm liking him. I love how Katie is, she deals with eating disorders with I guess this kind of a series, the characters in this series. It's awesome. I really like how she deals with it. It's really good. There's so much that I'm enjoying about this book, but then there's a couple things that that are rubbing me a little bit wrong. Unfortunately, the main character, the chick, is driving me bonkers. She's written in a way where my heart goes out to her. Oh my gosh, seriously? But I don't know. I think this is the kind of book that I'm going to be writing like the point form review, probably. And I'm going to sit on it a couple days after I finish reading it, which should be tonight, because it has a lot of really strong points, and I want to make sure that I articulate properly about the parts that are not my favorite. But more good than bad on this one. But anyway, so that's what I'm reading now. And next, no idea. See, let me tell you all a story. Back in November, I requested Whispers in the Dark by Maya Banks. Let's double check that title, shall we? Whispers in the Dark by Maya Banks, yeah. Fourth book in her KGI series. Love that series. And, the brothers were gimme. Back to reality. It hasn't come yet. I think the warehouses must have been closed because I didn't get any books during the 2-week. Yes, technically we're still in a 2-week break, but between Christmas and New Year's, or even before Christmas, so I didn't get it yet. My original idea was to post that on the 3rd, and then I didn't get it in time. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can, it'll come, and I can post it on the 6th of January. Well, today, obviously, that didn't happen because I have Chain Reaction by Zoe Archer instead. Sci-fi, not a big sci-fi chick, but it's good. You gotta check it out. And so now the next is the 17th. So let's hope that comes next week. But because I got a book today, I'll show you next week, but it wasn't Whispers in the Dark, so I have to find something to read, because I'm done this book soon, and Whispers in the Dark is still not here. So I have this one that I could read, Nice Girls Don't Date Dead Men, Molly Harper. I've read it before, and if you all recall, I'm rereading this series in getting ready for Nice Girls Don't Bite Their Neighbors, which is coming out February 28th. I read it now, that'd be fine, but I'm not posting this review until the 20th. And that's a long ways away. So, but I'm afraid that if I sneak another book in, I don't know when I'd review it, and then it might. Anyways, just the future is unnerving me. So let's talk about that a little bit. Did you guys notice on my little ticker thing there, whatever it's called on the side, whatever side it's on, the new and coming soon, the slideshow, I should say, how many freaking books are coming out? February, March, and April? Oh my God. And a lot of them are from either authors I'm really wanting to check out because I've either never read them before, and it's the new series coming out, so it's a good time to read them kind of thing. And then, of course, continuations in some series that I'm in love with. And I just, oh. Anyways, this is my blog planner. If I were to lose this, I would be absolutely screwed because I don't keep a computer copy. I have to start keeping a computer copy because I'm serious, people. If something happens to this book, I would be totally lost because it shows what I'm reading for the next. Oh, I'm into May. Nope, that's not true. Yes, May 1st. That's how far I have scheduled my reading. And I don't have any flex space left. The 17th was actually going to be my flex space, and I was going to read Spellcast by, don't ask me the author, I didn't write it down, but it was one that showed up on a lot of year-end lists, and we'll talk about year-end lists in a bit. But I think I need it for Whispers in the Dark. Okay, I'm sure none of you find this funny, but I think it's hilarious. Alright, at the beginning of my blog planner, I have all of the new releases that I am interested in reading. And there's February, and March and April. Now, let's talk about them. I'll slip one in. Wrong Side of the Dead, Kelly Medding, is coming up on the 31st of January. Awesome series. Can't wait for that one. And then February 2nd, we have, yes, I'm looking at my glasses, because I don't need my glasses to read. Third Grave, Dead Ahead, Dorinda Jones is coming on the 2nd. Awesome. Something About Witches is a new series that's starting by Joey W. Hill. I am interviewing her February 1st. Never read her. I've heard she has some of the hottest, most amazing books out there, and I have 3 of them in my book closet, but I just never got around to reading her. But I will be reading Something About Witches, as long as it shows up on time. Anyways, so that's coming on the 7th, as well as Alpha Instinct by Katie Roos, I'm assuming is how I pronounce it. Debut author, first in the series. Should be really nice. And then we're getting to the 21st of February, Gina Showalter's Darkness Seduction. And then the 28th, Sliver of Shadow by Alison Pang, Nice Girls Don't Bite Their Neighbors by Molly Harper, By a Thread by Jennifer Estep, and Angels Fight by Nalini Singh, all on February 28th. Now, if I'm lucky, I read 2 books a week, okay? Remember that, 2 books a week. And then we have March. March 6th, Oracle's Moon by Thea Harrison, Taking a Shot by J.C. Burton. That's an author I've never read. I've always wanted to. I heard she writes really hot stuff. And this book is about a hockey player. Hello. Dire Need, Stephanie Tyler. That's another one of my authors that I'm featuring for Authors After Dark. Another one I've always wanted to read, and she has a new series coming out. Dire Needs is the first one in her new series. And Waltz This Way, Dakota Cassidy is also coming out on the 6th. That's an author that I read once before. I love the humor in the book, but I just didn't connect with the characters, so I haven't read anything else by her just because I haven't got around to it. But I want to, because she's hilarious. And I love funny books. As you know, I love funny books. So that's coming on the 6th, as well as Deep Dark Secret. Oh, Deep Dark Secret, Ciara Dean. Love that. Secret McQueen. Gotta read it. 6th. 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books coming out on the 6th. And then, oh, let's not forget March 27th. No, let's not forget March 27th. We have Sacrificial Magic by Stacey Kane, Lover Reborn, J.R. Ward, and Sins of the Sun by Linda Boisvert. I'm not done. April. April 3rd. Magic Without Mercy, Devin Monk, of course, have to read that. Sweet Addiction, Maya Banks. Love the Sweet series. I think this is the last one. On the 3rd. About That Night, Julie James. Julie James. Love Julie James. On the 3rd. Hunter's Rise, Shallow Walker. Another author that's starting a new series I've never read, always wanted to. And then 24th, Summoning the Night by Jen Benton. Oh, wow. Jen Bennett. Hi, Jen. And that's probably one of my most anticipated reads of the year. And Tricked by Kevin Hearn. Holy crap, people. That is a lot of books for someone who is lucky to read 2 books a week. So that is why I have scheduled the crud out of myself. And coming soon, there is no way I will be able to deviate from my schedule. Now, if there's a book that's late coming from the publisher, I'm pretty screwed. So I'm hoping everything works out. I'm also the kind of person that, as you can tell, a little excited for things that I plan that might not go my way. I'm not a spontaneous person at all. Ask Jason. He suggests something that's not in the plan or on the calendar or something, and I start to panic. So, yeah, he doesn't do that anymore. All of that to say that there's a book I really want to read. But I don't know if I can sneak it in right now. Because the book that I wanted to read next is not here today. Like I said, I could read the Molly Harper and then I would actually be way ahead of the game. Or I could try to sneak this in. Now, Jill Shalvis is an author, and obviously, Lucky Harbor is a series that showed up on so many end of the year lists. Now, I posted my end of the year list at the end of last year. I love end of the year lists because I get introduced to so many new authors, because a lot of bloggers I find we have similar tastes. So I take their word for it. If they adored a book enough to put it on their year-end list, I'll check it out. At least I'll read the blurb and find other reviews and read their review for it and stuff like that. So, yeah, love them and hate them at the same time, because, yes, my wish list becomes this ginormous pile of doom. But then again, it's fun, because books are fun, right? My daughter's always like, why do you need more books? Do you have another book? What do you need a book? I'm like, you have a lot of toys. Why do you need more toys? You need a toy? It's not the same, apparently. Anyways, mostly Simply Irresistible. That's the first book in the Lucky Harbor. This book has 2 books in it, and so push my own book? No? Okay. Sorry. I have tried to do this 3 times. I was at the very end of my video, and one of the moms showed up. I had to start it all over again. I must have had like 3 seconds left. I'm exaggerating a little bit, of course. I may have had a couple minutes left. I was about to talk about my weekend, and I heard, son of a gun. So the daycare kids are all awake right now, and they're being very good and quiet for me. Although this one's kind of staring at me, wondering, thinking I've lost my mind. He's usually sleeping when I do this. But anyways, this here has the 2 first books in the Lucky Harbor series. It has Simply Irresistible and The Sweetest Thing. I really want to read it because I need a light, fluffy, cute book. And this is actually going to be funny and fun, but anyways, I'll see. So all of that to say, I have no freaking clue what I'm reading next. So, yeah. By the way, New Year's resolution of having shorter vlogs, not happening this week. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about for books and stuff. This weekend, I'm going to a funeral. My grandmother's sister, my great aunt, she passed away on Monday. So her funeral and all the stuff that goes with it is tomorrow. So it'll be nice to see all my family. There's a lot of great aunts and uncles that I haven't really seen in a while, but it's still kind of sad. It was really unexpected. Everyone saw her the week before. She was all happy and fine, but she wasn't the healthiest person. But yeah, so it's kind of a sad thing for my family. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. Jason will be staying with the kids and entertaining them while I go with my mom to the church and so on. So, and then Sunday's just laundry and typical stuff. So that's another reason I don't know if I can squeeze in a book, because I won't really have any reading time tomorrow. I don't know what to do. Isn't that sad? Poor Julie doesn't know what to read. Oh, such a lucky dilemma to be in, though. Alright guys, well, whatever you guys are doing this weekend, I hope you have a safe and happy one. I'm terribly sorry for the long, ranting, ridiculous vlog, but you know what? Those of you who watch it, apparently you don't mind, so all 7 of you. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm not drunk. Promise. I'm not. It's been a bad day, though. The kids today, I can tell it's Friday. Yeah, have a safe and happy weekend, and I'll see you all next week.